I am feeling dizzy, bloated after I eat. Don't know why I'm writing this. Need to put this out there. Phone battery die. Bodo, crazy, pain, how to get better, potato, shit, empty, pain, bye. That was my first journal entry. Let me tell you the reason why I didn't start to journal in the first place. The first one was, I'm dyslexic. By default, I don't like to write. Growing up, reading and writing were my enemy, and just having the thought being placed there that I need to put a pen to a piece of paper again felt like, you know what I mean? It was I just didn't want to do it. The second reason why, because my mind was already so disorganized and darting all over the place with all the thoughts that I had, if I were to put it on a piece of paper and see the disorganization all over the place, I would feel even more stressed just looking at the words all over the piece of page. So I was like, you know what? To just counter not having that in the first place, don't do. The last reason is that a lot of people, in YouTube channels and friends who tell you that it benefits them, it came off very assertive and very scary to me. You have to get a sketchbook, you have to get a pen, you have to bring it all over the place with you. Do it daily, even if you have nothing to write. Lay out your thoughts, it will help you grow and progress. And even with all these benefits, it felt so overwhelming to me that I was just like, no, I am not going to do a journal. But one fine day, I was at a bus stop. Mine was all over the place and I was, waiting for the bus basically. My phone had died. I didn't really have any distraction for me to take my mind off what I was thinking, and I was all over the place. I took out my wallet because I had to get my transport card, and inside there was this receipt from Changi Airport Terminal 3 fair price. Once I bought my good chips, which I devoured nice and gloriously a few days before, I just kept the receipt. I just left it inside there and I looked at it thinking, you know what, since all my friends said journaling is the best thing to do, why not, right? So I went on the bus, I wrote whatever I wrote in here, and then I felt more violent after that. I was just like, this didn't help at all. Moving on to another occasion where I was sort of feeling the same thing. I was coming out of 7-Eleven, binge eating again chips, and I felt so good. I was throwing away the trash. I still had the 7-Eleven receipt with me, and I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna keep it. When I put it inside my wallet, I saw the Changi Airport receipt, and I looked at it thinking, you know what, since I still have this other receipt with me, maybe I should really try it one more time, What's the worst that can happen? So again, I laid out my thoughts and I saw the growth and progression after a few days. I wasn't thinking of the same thing, and what happened a few days ago on the Changi Airport receipt didn't really feel so significant anymore. And I felt, actually this is pretty cool. So I took both receipts, brought it home, put it on the desk, and funny enough, over time, I came into the same situation. My mind was all over the place. I needed to let it go. And so happened I had a receipt with me and I just did the same thing. And over time, I accumulated all of these receipts with very, very random stuff. Looking back at the stack of paper that I have accumulated with all my thoughts laid out on it, I have seen how I was thinking at one point this thing, which has now become very insignificant, and how I have grown to be much confident, especially in communicating my thoughts with other people. So after the accumulation of receipts, I thought, it was getting quite messy in my room. It was piling up. I had to recycle a lot of them and get myself a scrapbook. And I have named this one Chap Fan. What Chap Fan is, it's like the Cantonese word for mixed vegetable rice, economical rice, or Thai Fan. Basically, this shop, in a coffee shop, is a bunch of dishes which you can just pick and mix and match, and you get your dish basically. So I took that inspiration in the sense where I can put any single thought in here. It can be a list, it can be gratitude, it can be trying to remember an event. This has really helped me over the past few years of trying to get my thoughts into shape, and honestly speaking, I have become a much confident person. I feel that I can communicate much easily. My thoughts flow much fluidly these days. I feel that I am less stressed. I don't feel that I need to hold on to the thought. If I want to release it immediately, write it down in this book. But over time, in current days, I don't feel the need to write anything because it sort of felt quite repetitive over time, writing I'm happy for this and happy for, and it only became like me writing the same thing. That's why I kind of like subsided and just stopped. But one of the big things this helped me gain over time was my love for writing. You know, it was during the pandemic and, you know, I was on social media feeling very FOMO, looking through Instagram, and I thought, you know what, I'ma just write inside Insta story, inside the text, and you know, I'll just write out my thoughts. One sentence became a paragraph, one paragraph came an essay, the essay became a memoir, and now it is a constant content series which I do called Past 12 Posts. It is for me to really relive the past, learn from it, and see how I've grown throughout the years to reach this point in my life now. So in conclusion, should I advise you to do a journal? Yes. Will it help you? Maybe. Think of it this way. Have it be as an option in your arsenal of self-help tools. Whenever you need it, just take it out, use it to your fullest. Well, that's all I have to say for this video. Hopefully it makes you inspired to go start your own journal. Maybe not, but you know, it's still something for you to try. That's all I have to say for this video. My name is NickyAdopt, and I hope to see you guys on the next adventure. Goodbye.